Yo, wake up.
What it is, folks?
Jay's
Right
dropping
here,
a
it's the 6
YouTube.
Damn. What's poppin', y'all? Jay here. Oh no. J4Y. Jay with the 4. Today I'm about to be breaking down a sample that was heavily inspired by Nico Barron. And I made it with one specific person in mind. The jack of all trades, master of all. That guy who could sing, dance, sing, dance. You get the idea. All right, so I'm about to play the sample. I'm gonna break down and I'm gonna go in depth, show the processing and everything. You know what I'm saying? And all right, so we got a sample here. Let's get into this breakdown. First sound I started with in the sample was this key from Hayes' Infinitones Contact Bank. Super fire bank for any kind of sound you need for real. And I just used the Absorption Spectra preset and laid down these keys. Clicked it in, of course, because you know, imagine not musicians out here yet. Yeah, this is what keys sound like. Basically, all this is a 5-1. I start with this A minor 9th chord down to an E, and that basically just repeats the whole 4 bars. All I did was added in this note before the last chord, and I did the same thing over here, but I just moved it down. The processing on this sound, I added a good Hertz lossy, turned the amount up 41%. That's all I did for that. Added a Wolf compressor on the master bump preset. Added a delay tape on the ping pong delays. I just turned the mix down hella because I just wanted it as like a little, like, you know what I'm saying? Next, we got the top line. And the top line is the exact same sound. I had this on the other channel, like all as one melody, but I separated it because I wanted to process the top line a little different. And so here's what the top line sounds like. The processing for that, I added this plugin, Digitalis, super fire. I've been using this hella recently. It's by the same people that did Sketch Cassette, so obviously it's fire. Added a Valhalla delay, turned the mix down. Added a Meta Flanger from Waves, top 2. Next sound, what did I do after that? I added in this little, sounds super fire. And here's what that sounds like. Little background sound, not even just the top line. What am I saying? For the processing, damn. If you can't tell, I just got Good Hertz bundle. I've been wanting this for a minute. You know, I had to spam it on every sample I made. It only makes sense. All right, so the first sound, the first was a trem control to give it like a fluttering, like a tremolo effect. Yeah, that made so much sense. I added a Good Hertz tube. On the Papa's got a brand new bag preset. Added a spring reverb, didn't do nothing to it, just left it how it was. Added a Sketch Cassette on the Spacey preset. You know, just played around with the knobs. Hella. Last sound, last main musical component was a bass. I'll play what the bass sounds like. Now the bass is like, the bass and keys like together, just that's what really gives this sample this bounce, bro. And all I did for the bass was I added a tube on a severely overdriven guitar cab preset. What were they thinking when they came up with these names, bro? After I added the bass, that was really all I needed. All 4 of those melodies together sound like this. All right, after I had those 4 melodies, I just felt like, cause the sample just feeling a little too naked. So what I did was, I'm not breaking each individual one of these down. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I just added all these textures, and here's what those sound like on their own. I don't think I've really touched these at all. I added a reverb on that little high pitch sound and a delay, and then I added a pancake and a Pro Q3 that's doing nothing. And yeah, I'll play the whole sample together. Got it back up to 89 BPM because it just sounds way better. Here's what the final sample sounds like again. If y'all enjoyed that video, click that fat red button beside my name when you click off this. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Yee!